Morgan Knoll here with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We're located about 30 minutes north of Denver off I-25. Today I'm bringing you an inventory trailer that just came in from the factory. So it's a 2023 Cimarron Norstar 2-horse bumper pull. So it's a cute little bumper pull. You know, you got your lighter weight on it. You're going to be able to haul this with your smaller SUVs. Just always double check your tow rating, because you don't want to get something too heavy for your tow vehicle. But we'll go through all the specs that we have on it. So going ahead, getting started up here, we have our manual crank jack, our 2 5/16 inch ball, our safety chains, battery breakaway, and then right now I've got it plugged into our battery pack. That way we can see how the lights operate on it. So if you wanted to operate your lights without, you know, having it plugged into the tow vehicle, we could get you a battery pack. We could get a battery installed here in the tack room. There's some options we can do for you if you are going to be using the trailer without it hooked up to your tow vehicle. So exterior color on this one is going to be white. So it's going to go well with majority color trailer or trucks and tow vehicles. So definitely nice to have that white color just to be able to go with anything really. So up here on our front tack room, we've got our swing out saddle rack, 42-inch wide door. So this is our bigger walk-through door, and this gives you the option to have this saddle rack swung out and then still be able to get in and out of the trailer with ease. You're not having to shimmy in sideways. You can still get in and out really easily. I mean, I'm pretty broad-shouldered and I'm not hitting anything right now, so it's nice to have that extra space there. On that saddle rack, we've got our 2 blanket pulls up above, and then we've got our 2 saddle tiers. So nice thing about the Cimarron saddle racks, everything is adjustable, removable. We could add additional too. So if you wanted to move these up and down, you can do so by just backing these out just a little bit and then sliding up and down. So let's say if you wanted to do a blanket pull saddle tree, you could easily take that one off, put it on right there, and then have that sort of setup. You know, if you have additional saddles compared to horses like I do, you might want to take more than 1-2 saddles with you. We could get you an additional saddle tree and install it on here. So with these saddle trees that I really like about them, Cimarron created this wither block right here. So the wither block and then having the carpet on the saddle tree is gonna help keep your saddles in place while you're in transit. I personally have a Cimarron, and I have yet to have a saddle fall off my saddle rack while in transit. So it keeps them in there really good. You're not coming into your tack room after hauling somewhere, your saddle's on the ground or anything. It's gonna keep that in that stationary position for the most part. So then this is on a gas shock, so it just easily goes in and out and then stays in that stationary position there when you're in transit. On the tack door, we do have a window so we can get that opened up, get some airflow, get some ventilation into that tack room, especially if you have sweaty, musty blankets. You want to get some kind of airflow in there. And then down below, we've got our brush box. So brush box, for me personally, I keep my stuff that I use often in there. So my brushes, my hoof pick, fly spray, liniment, polo wraps, all that stuff I keep on my door, and that way it's easy for me to just grab and go instead of having to hop up into the trailer to grab those small things. So here on the tack door, majority of trailers that we order for inventory, we go ahead and we put this step on them. So having that step gets you closer to the ground. It gives you a wider space to step on than just your side rail, and then just overall ease of use. So being able to get up into the trailer just helps out big time. And then one little thing that I really like about having the step too, if you accidentally don't latch your tack room door all the way and you got that step up, that's going to help prevent that door from flying and swinging open while you are in transit. So stepping up here into the tack room on that left-hand side right away, we've got a 25-gallon water tank. So be able to take water from home, you're able to bring it with you, have it on board. Just having water on board, especially when you're traveling with animals, it comes in handy big time. You never know what or when something's gonna happen, and you might be stuck on the side of the road waiting for a tow truck or somebody to come help you, and you wanna make sure your animals are staying hydrated, your horses, your dogs, your cat, whatever you're bringing with you, you're able to bring that water too and make sure that they are good to go. Over on that partition wall there, we've got our rows of bridle hooks and then the carpet below. So we carpet below our bridle hooks because we want to keep your trailer in good condition, and we want to keep your bridles in good condition too. When you're driving down the road, there will be some swishing and swaying and that moving back and forth, and we don't want your bridles to be rubbing that against that aluminum, ruining your bridles, ruining the trailer. So having the carpet behind them just helps prevent some of that from happening. Over there on the ceiling on that right-hand side, you've got a bar. So that is going to be able to hang your show clothes, hang your polo wraps, hang whatever you need to hang, your blankets. It's all up there, out of the way, but still in usable space. And then down below, we've got our full-size spare tire. So nice, smaller, but still big and usable tack room on this one. Still able to get plenty of stuff in there, be able to bring it with you, but keeping the overall length of this trailer down as much as possible. So over here on the hip side of the trailer, what I really like about this one, it's got the drop downs on the head and the hip side. So you're getting extra airflow going through here. You're gonna be able to keep those horses cooled off in those warm summer months. But then the nice thing too, they have the bus window in here. So if you wanted to get this bus window opened up, get some kind of airflow, ventilation, like this morning it was colder out, now as the sun's coming out, you see I'm like pulling my sleeves up a little bit because it's getting a little warm out here. You'd be able to drop this down as the day progresses and it warms up. But if you're starting out on a colder morning, you just want to get a little bit of ventilation, you can get this window opened up and at least get something going through there for the horses. You got 2 ties, and then up above we have an LED light. So having that LED light, you're able to tack and untack in the dark a lot easier than trying to use your flashlight or a headlamp. Trust me, I've done that before, so it helps out big time. And then down below, we've got 2 3,500-pound Dexter torsion axles with our 15-inch aluminum wheel. And then these aluminum wheels are filled with nitrogen. So that's what that little green tab is right there. That is indicating to us that those are nitrogen-filled tires. So the biggest benefit that you're gonna have with nitrogen-filled tires is you're not gonna see that PSI fluctuation as much as you do with normal air. So especially here in Colorado, we get those cold nights and then we get those warm days. You know, if you've got the newer vehicles, they have the PSI in the computer system, and it'll like flash up that you are low on air in your tires, but then as the air warms up, it goes away. So that nitrogen is going to help prevent some of that from happening and just keep that overall PSI steadier in the tires. And then if you do come to a situation where you've got a low tire, but you can't get to any nitrogen, you can fill them with normal air and it's not going to do anything to the tire. So Cimarron trailers, they are an all aluminum trailer. You've got one of the strongest upright posts on the market, one of the strongest flooring on the market with a center every 4 inches. And then they all come standard with their 1/2 inch thick insulated honeycomb fiberglass roof. That is an R3 thermal value on that roof. It's dent and hail resistant up to about a golf ball size hail. So that, you know, strongest upright post, the strongest flooring, and then that insulated roof comes standard on all Cimarron trailers. So here on the rear, we've got our 60/40 door setup. So 60 on the right, 40 on the left. For me personally, I've got the same setup, same width trailer, just standard size and everything. My older mare, she's good about getting in and out of a trailer. So all I gotta do is open that one door and she'll hop in and out. Whereas my younger ones are still a little nervous getting into a trailer. And so I can open both of these up. I can make it more inviting for them to hop up into the trailer. So up here, you've got an LED load light. So that turns on, you can get that lit up, and that way it's easier to load up into the trailer. And then right here that I just went under, this is gonna be your butt strap. So this last horse that you've got in here, especially if you tie hard, you're gonna wanna have something preventing that horse from starting to back out as soon as you open these back doors. And that's gonna prevent some of that from happening. Be able to, you know, stop them and tell them, wait until I untie you to come out of this trailer. So here on our divider, we've got our partial divider that opens up all the way. And then on this trailer, we did add 1 inch to this rear stall, and that way this divider stays inside the trailer. Last thing we want to do is have a divider sticking out just a little bit, horse to catch a hip, stuff goes wrong, injuries. We don't like that happening, so we want to keep it as safe as possible by having that divider stay in the trailer. So currently there's no pads on this divider, but we could easily get them added on here if you'd want some. I know the pads, a lot of folks like them, especially with the lighter colored horses, just help prevent some of that rubbing that does happen. So that's something here at our service department that we can get installed for you too. One thing I did want to show you, I absolutely love the way Cimarron's latches work on the dividers. So you can easily just push that in. So for me, with my young horses, being able to pull them up here, I've got their lead rope hanging over the top of the divider, and then I'm pushing them over and just have to push that with my hip to get that to latch into place. It makes things so much safer and easier to use. On these stalls, we are going to have the little D-rings right here. You can easily add the triangle feed bags if you'd like to do so. And those are coming standard right now on these trailers. And then up on the roof, we've got two roof vents. So those push forward and they push backward. So you push them forward, they're going to help draw that air in, push them back, help draw that air back out, and just keep that overall airflow going over the horses' heads and backs and just keeping them cool. So I'm going to close up this door real quick. So these doors, every door is going to be on a latch back or a hold back system. With doing that, I noticed when I was talking a few minutes ago, the wind kind of picked up a little bit. If that door wouldn't have been on a latch back or a hold back, it would have flown shut. And that's something you don't want to happen, is when you're trying to load horses in the wind, and the wind is blowing these doors shut on you and your horses and spooking the horses, and it just makes everything nervous and weird and everything else. You want to make sure these doors are staying open and out of the way. And then the reason I shut this door, for one, those, and then for two, I did want to show you where the light switches are at. So these are going to control your exterior lights, one on each side of the trailer, and then your interior stall lights. And then you've got a switch separate in your front tack room for that one. So coming over here to the head side of the trailer, we've got two more drop downs, but these ones have our jail bars on them. So we don't want horses to be trying to climb out of trailers, so having the jail bars on there hopefully prevents that from happening. You never know with horses, they're a mystery. But with these jail bars, they do come down, so you're able to lift up and pull these down. And that way, if you're traveling longer distances and you don't want to offload your horses to check on them, to offer them water, fill up their feed bag, you could easily just pull this down, check on them, do all your stuff, whatever you need to do, and then put this back up with ease. One thing that I personally do with my younger horses that are still a little nervous about getting in the trailer, I'll load them up, and then I'll come from the outside, put this down real quick, and then I actually tie them from outside on the inside ties. And that just makes it easier for me, more comfortable for me, more comfortable for the horses. Just something that I do. And then you also have the bus windows. So if you didn't want that total airflow going through the trailer on this side as well, you can open up these bus windows, get some ventilation going, and then as the day progresses, it warms up, you can get that drop down, push down. You got two more ties on this side, and then another LED light. So this trailer is sitting at standard height and width. So we're sitting at 6'10" wide, 7'1" tall, and then we have an on the floor length of 15 feet 6 inches. And like I was saying earlier, this one is a smaller trailer, so a little bit lighter at 6,700 pounds empty. But always, always, always double check your tow rating. You never want to get into a situation where you don't have enough vehicle in front of your trailer. So stock number we've got on this one's going to be 5N230175, and that's 5N230175. It's a 2023 Cimarron Norstar 2-horse bumper pull. The new Cimarrons, they come with an 8-year structural warranty, 3-year hitch to bumper, so very nice warranties on them as well. Be able to, you know, if something is to go wrong, help you out with the warranty side of it too. So if you have questions on this trailer, any other trailers you see on our lot, if you're looking to build a trailer, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can call me at my desk phone that's below, and that's 303-684-3451. You can call me or shoot me a text on my cell phone, and that's 970-218-5996. Or shoot me an email to Morgan, morgan.knoll, knoll, @translist.com. I look forward to hearing from you and look forward to doing business, and I hope you have a great day.